I knew my sister wanted a baby long before she ever said it. You can tell when someone wants something too badly, the way their eyes linger, the way their compliments sharpen into assessments. When I told Maribel I was pregnant, she didn't congratulate me straight away. She asked questions. Was I ready? Had I thought it through? Did I know how much work it would be? She said it with concern. She always did. Maribel had been trying for years. Treatments, timelines, charts pinned to her fridge like evidence of effort. She liked to talk about how unfair it all was, how some people didn't even try and still got everything. I tried to be gentle. I tried to share my joy without rubbing salt in a wound. But as my pregnancy progressed, her interest turned possessive. She touched my stomach without asking, corrected my choices, told me what she would do differently. Once, laughing but not joking, she said, "If you ever felt overwhelmed, you know I'd raise them better." I laughed too. I shouldn't have. When my daughter was born, Maribel arrived at the hospital with a bag, clothes, bottles, blankets. Things she hadn't bought for me. For the baby, she said brightly, "I'll keep them at my place." I told her no. That was the first time she looked at me like I'd betrayed her. After that, everything I did was wrong. I held my daughter too much. Too little. Fed her incorrectly. Slept dangerously. Loved her imperfectly. Once, during an argument, Maribel snapped, "Some women don't deserve what they get." I told her to leave. She didn't speak to me for months after that. Told family I was cruel. Ungrateful. That I'd taken something from her. She never got my baby. What she did get was Thomas. He came with 2 children and a tragic story about a difficult ex and how hard single fatherhood had been on him. Maribel framed it as fate, the universe correcting itself. A ready-made family. Proof she was meant to be a mother. The wedding was fast. The reality was faster. Thomas was charming in public and absent at home. He forgot lunches, school events, appointments. He said things like, "You're just better at this," and, "They need a woman." Maribel became the default parent overnight. Not just nurturing, managing, mediating, cleaning up emotional messes she hadn't made. Loving children who didn't belong to her while their actual father opted out in slow, deliberate ways. She stopped calling me. When we did see each other at family gatherings, she looked tired. Not new parent tired, bone deep exhausted. The kind that comes from responsibility without authority. Once, I overheard her snapping at Thomas in the kitchen. "I didn't sign up to do this alone." He laughed and said, "You wanted kids." I didn't feel satisfaction when I heard that. But I did feel clarity. My daughter is growing up in a house where she is wanted, not claimed. Loved, not resented. I choose her every day, not out of obligation, but joy. Maribel got what she said she wanted. Just not on her terms. Sometimes karma isn't denial. Sometimes it's being handed responsibility without control, and discovering that wanting something is very different from being ready to care for it. She wanted a baby. She got the work instead.